Well, the holidays are here, and probably for the next month I'm going to be doing quite a bit of baking. And some of the baking I'm going to be sharing with you, especially ones like this. This is a recipe for quick fruit and raisin bread from my Pop It in the Toaster Oven cookbook. And quick fruit and raisin bread is really fast. It's going to be a little longer because actually this is going to be 2 videos. It's going to be, first of all, I'm going to show you how to make the quick fruit and raisin bread. And then I'm going to show you how to present it if you want to give it for the holiday. This bread makes a great holiday or housewarming gift. Use the small aluminum foil loaf pans available in the supermarket and gift wrap. Triple the recipe and send quick fruit and raisin bread to everyone on your list, or store extras in the freezer for impromptu holiday get-togethers. So the interesting thing about this is, first I'm going to show you how to make the bread, and then I'm going to do another companion video of how you can present. So, the first thing I'm going to do is preheat my toaster oven to 400 degrees. And then I will show you all of the ingredients which I have assembled here and how to put them together. And here's all the ingredients assembled. I have to say that I actually made this recipe in defense of commercial fruit cake, which I'm really not very fond of. And I said, hey, I can make something better than that. So anyway, here's the ingredients that you'll need. I have here 2 cups of flour. That's a dry measure, but I put it in the wet measure just to keep it all together. So you can see the difference between dry measure and wet measure is that actually the dry measure is a little bit less than the 2-cup wet measure. Then I also have 3 tablespoons of margarine here. You can use butter, perfectly fine. I think especially for the holidays we gotta cut ourselves a little slack, don't we? Now down here is 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk, and I'm using a low-fat buttermilk, but you know, just regular buttermilk is all right too. Or you can use just regular milk. I think the buttermilk gives the bread a better taste. Here is 4 teaspoons of baking powder. Then over here I have 1 egg, and that has been beaten. And then I have 2 tablespoons of honey. And of course, if you don't have honey, brown sugar is good too. 2 tablespoons, 3 tablespoons. That will give pretty much the same kind of flavoring and effect that this recipe has. This is a 1/4 of a cup of raisins. And then over here I have a 1/2 cup of chopped dried fruit. In this case, it's prunes and dried peaches. And actually dried peaches are they have quite a bit of hard texture to them. So what I did, when you come across dried fruit like that, you can add some hot water and just let that soak a little bit and then drain it. And that will take that texture away. They soften up in baking too, but I like to soak the harder pieces. Then over here in the recipe I say 2 tablespoons of almonds. Well, you know, I have these beautiful walnuts. So this is 2 tablespoons of ground walnuts. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of nutmeg. And of course, if that's not your favorite flavoring, you can definitely use vanilla or something that you like better, like orange zest or lemon zest. And typical of most of my toaster oven recipes, all of the ingredients go into 1 bowl. So there's the flour, the baking powder, the buttermilk, the margarine, one the egg that has been beaten, the dried fruit, the raisins, walnuts, nutmeg, and last but not least, the honey, which of course is in its own time zone, but what a nice flavor it gives. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to taste and mix these ingredients all together very well. The batter goes in to the tins. All right, so the quick fruit bread batter is going in, and the oven is up to temperature, which is 400, and I'm going to set the timer for 35 minutes, and in my recipe it says 35 minutes or until a toothpick inserted in the bread comes out clean, so that's the way I will test it. So there's the quick raisin and fruit bread, and you can see it's just really lovely. There's the fruit in there. Now this is a bread. It's not really a dessert. It works really well served with cheese or spreads as an appetizer or on a side for a regular meal. So on the next companion video to this, I'm going to show you how you can make your own wrapping paper and gift wrap your holiday bread to give to family and friends. It's truly then a totally homemade gift that everybody will just love.